LGBT Santa, I am here with you. According with titles, yes, today we are roasting here Gabriele Monschau. Your topic is about, well, Berlin LGBT. But now, today we are discussing about the points, well, German Islamic Sharia wish of Abdul Ballout. Yes, here Abdul Ballout is an Lebanese Islamic terrorist who attacks on Berlin LGBT, Berlin LGBT communities, and now particularly Berlin LGBT parades. And now here we can see the points. Now what's going on? Well, intro is over. Now here we can see, well, here is one videos from YouTube Israel, that was Berlin Pride suspect shot deaths following Islamic terror attack, uh, eliminating one and injuring 29. And now in this case is the points. Well, the terrorist was born in Berlin, arrested in terrorism, released and the suspect profiles. Now this is the significant points. Well, now Lebanese, when the talking is about Lebanese Islamic terrorist, it is the girls to be here, Gabriele Monschau. What is her recognitions? She is in women to be deputy directors of German Federal Intelligence Agency. Okay. And now, here today's point is about why I am talking about German Islamic Sharia law, German Sharia law as a wish of Abdul Ballout. Okay. Now here we can see this is the points to be noted, milords. And now, let's check it. What about the Surah Al-Araf? Well, in accordance with Surah Al-Nisa ayat number 11, it is in clearly states here, when there is two child of a father, when one is sons and another is daughters. Well, and here we could notify, and here one daughters can be half of one sons. That means here would be three. The world would be divided in three times. Two times would be go to son, and one time would be go to daughters. Now in this another cases of the here is another Quranic ayat. Now accordance with Quranic ayat, well, homosexuality is an blasphemy on Islamic God, Allahu Ta'ala. It is written in Surah Araf ayat number 81. And now, here is the moments at the points. Now, Quran is an Islamic scripture, but Berlin LGBT can be probably Christians, right? Yes, Berlin LGBT are Christians, and they can be depressed about the Christianity, and they can be somehow against Christianity. But now, in this cases about the points, why Abdul Ballout want to apply the Sharia law on Berlin, hence she attacks on Berlin LGBT communities. In this cases, accordance with Surah Al-Araf, here homosexuality is a blasphemy to Islamic gods. Hence, accordance with Sharia law, homosexuality is crime to be in sentence of death penalty. Okay. And now, in this is the cases, here I would mention the several universities of Germany where we can discuss that how much research on law and political science has been submitted in the several universities of Germany. Okay. Now here we can see first of all. Now it is the cases at the moment. Well. Now here we can see it is the cases at the moment. Now here we can first of all the top university is Heidelberg University of Germany. Second top university is University of Munich. And now let's check at the moments. Well, and now here we can check the points. What is here in law of the Heidelberg University of Germany? It is clear that out of 695,630 here law research has been submitted in 20,272. Okay. On the other hand, here we can see in the University of Munich. Now here we could notify us at the points as a law research papers here out of 601,353 here 21,344 research papers on law has been submitted. And now here we can see now it is the moments at the points. Now here we can see this points. Well, it is combinations of here now let's check in combinations of Heidelberg University of Germany and University of Munich, we could notify here that is almost 43,000, approximately 43,000 research paper on law has been submitted. And now here are several research papers among out of here 43 research papers submitted in both to Heidelberg University and the University of Munich, where that was the point that why homosexuality is not crime. And now here we can see how a country can consider homosexuality is not crimes. Here in this cases the research papers has been submitted. Okay. Now in this cases now here we can see the points. Well, now let's take it here as in some demonstrations, and now here demonstration is the points we could see. Okay. Now here three demonstrate German students here. German homosexual man students Henry Cable's BMW car project is here 293,000 kilometer per second. And on the other hand, the German homosexual man students Robert Downey Jr.'s BMW projects here we can see as a car velocity to be 260,000 kilometer per second. Now on the other hand, German state women's Gal Gadot BMW car project where velocity is almost 54 kilometer per hour. And now let's check the moments. Okay. Now accordance with Islamic Sharia law in German, here what is the statements of Islamic Sharia law in German as a wish of Abdul Ballout? Now here we can see this point accordance with Islamic Sharia law in Germany. Here we could see this point. Henry Cable's BMW car project should be rejected because first of all, Henry Cable is a Jewish. Secondly, Henry Cable is a homosexual. And thirdly, here we can see Henry Cable's car velocity is BMW car velocity is 297,000 kilometer per second. Well, now on the other hand, German homosexual man Robert Downey Jr. Should be sentenced as a death penalty accordance with uh, Sharia law in Germany uh, as a wish of Lebanese Islamic terrorist Abdul Ballout. Now, what is the crimes of Robert Downey Jr. as a German man accordance with Sharia law? First crime here, Robert Downey Jr. is a Jewish. Second crime is Robert Downey Jr. is homosexual man. And here third crime is Robert Downey Jr.'s BMW car velocity is 216,000 km per second. Now we can see the response. On the other hand, what about German state women Gal Gadot? Well, according with Sharia law in Germany as a wish of Abdul Ballout, here only Gal Gadot, a German woman, can live and she can be considered as a chief research and development officer of the BMW automobile company. Now, what is in the base? In the base now of the information, the base as an information agent. Well, Gal Gadot is a Muslim in Germans as a demonstrate. Gal Gadot is a state woman. And now, third point is Gal Gadot's BMW car velocity is 54 km per hour. And now, in there is a 3 points. The Abdul Ballout believes here a German homosexual man Henry Cavill and German homosexual man Robert Downey Jr. should be sentenced as a death penalty accordance with here Surah Al-Araf ayat number 81. And now that is the significant moment. And in this cases, here is in wish of Abdul Ballout's wish. Now let's take it the points. What is the points here? BMW's moments. Now, when the topic is about German intelligence agency, now here we can see German foreign intelligence agencies' espionage capabilities can be affected by Sharia law in German Sharia law, wish of Abdul Ballout. That is significantly dangerous. Okay. And now, here I would contain here one word. Okay. Now here we can see. Well, now here is the first word. Now today's point is about espionage capable German espionage capability to attack on Bangladeshi terrorist Jaima Jia. Now in these cases, what's the moment at the points? In these cases at the points here, departure is Berlin, the capital city of Germany, and arrival is here Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh, where target is Bangladeshi terrorist Jaima Jia. And now here is the significant points. Well, here mid route is Tel Aviv, the capital city of Israel. Now, what is the travel distance? In this case, their travel distances. Driving route is almost 11,032 kilometers, 20 meters. As a round figure, that would be 12,000 kilometers. And now, here we can see the points. And now, let's take it our moments that what is the significant points about the velocity to be 297,000 km per second. Now here we can see. Well. Now, velocity concept from here to 108,000 km per second to 298,000 kilometers per second isn't the signatures of Jewish. When a man can develop a car with the velocity between 108,000 kilometers per second to 299,000 kilometers per second, he would think like a Jewish, he would behave like a Jewish. Because in these cases, these levels of velocity is under the general relativity of Albert Einstein. Okay, and now here is the moments that is the significant points to be noticed. Now, accordance with Islamic Sharia law, if any Germans would not believe in Islamic Allah and Islamic Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, hence here he would deserve a sentence of death penalties accordance with Abdul Ballout, which is German Shariya law. That is the significant threats as well as we could see. Okay. Now let's check at the points. Here we know here driving time is, we know here driving distance is here 12,000 kilometers. But now here is the cases. Now handicap's velocity is what is here handicap's velocity? That is 297,000 kilometers per second, and Robert Downey Jr.'s velocity is 216,000 kilometers per second. On the other hand, German straight women Gal Gadot velocity is 54 kilometers per hour. Now here is the points. That is the dangers to be believed. That what would be the travel times. Now here we can see those points. 12 can be divided by 297. Now what is the meaning of that? Here we can see travel time is 0.04041 seconds. And now let's check at the moments. On the other hand, what is here travel time of Robert Downey Jr.'s BMW cars? Now let's get the moments. And here 12 divided by 216, here answer would be here 0.056 seconds. And now let's check the moments. Here we could notify Gal Gadot, the German straight women's BMW car velocity is 54 km per hour. Now let's check the points. Welcome body, let's go body. And now here we can see that would be here triple 2.2 continuous hours. And now here is the moments. What is 0.2 continuous hours? That would be here the points. It is almost 13.3 continuous minutes. And now let's check at the moments here. 0.3 continuous minutes is 1/3 minutes. And now that would be here 13. Here the Gal Gadot's travel time is 222 hours, 13 minutes, 20 seconds. And now here is the moments that what is 222 hours when the driving period is 12 hours per day. And here we can see this points. That would be almost 18 days, 6 hours. Okay. Now in these cases here we could notify Gal Gadot travel time is 18 days, 6 hours, 13 minutes, 20 seconds. Where Henry Cable's travel time is 0.04041 seconds, and Robert Downey Jr.'s travel time is 0.056 seconds when Here we could see travel time is 2 seconds. Okay, let's continue a breath. Here, when the driving distance is 12,000 hours. And now, in this case is the points. Now here we can see, let's consider about the three espionage agents of German intelligence agency, where one is homosexual man Henry Cavill, second is homosexual German man Robert Downey Jr., and third is German to be straight women Gal Gadot. And now, in this case, here what's going on? Well, now both of the following three German intelligence agents departure time is morning 6 o'clock. August 3, 2026. Now, in this case, now here is the moment where what is the arrival time? Well, Henry Cavill's arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 0.04041 seconds past August 3rd, 2026. On the other hand, Robert Downey Jr.'s arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 0.056 second past August 3rd, 2026. And now, arrival times of German intelligence agent Gal Gadot's BMW car is almost afternoon 12 o'clock. What is 3 sum by 18? That is 21. August 21st, 2026. Now here is the comparison at the moment. Now we can see this points of October 26th. Now in here is in clear. Henry Cavill's arrival time when the departure time is mutual departure time as morning 6 o'clock, August 3rd, 2026. Henry Cavill's arrival time is here morning 6 o'clock, 0.04041 second past July 3rd, 2026. And now here Robert Downey Jr.'s arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 0.056 second past August 3rd, 2026. Now here is a similarity, but Henry Cavill is more masculine. But now let's compare to Gal Gadot's. Now what is the moments in the cases? Here Gal Gadot arrival time is afternoon 12 o'clock, August 21st, 2026, where Henry Cavill's arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 0.04041 second past July 3rd, 2026. Now where is arrival time to be morning 6 o'clock, 0.04041 second past July 3rd, August 3rd, 2026, and where is August 21st, 2026, afternoon 12 o'clock as an arrival time. In that cases, Henry Cavill is more masculine than Gal Gadot, where it is the wedding decisions for Robert Downey Jr. And now, in this case, the moments, now according with Islamic Sharia law, out of 100 kilogram per, out of 100 kilometer per hour, the every velocity over than 100 kilometer per hour is satanic velocities. And now, in this case, now Gal Gadot and German straight women's velocity is 54 kilometer per hour. That is not to attack on well, Bangladeshi terrorist Jaima Jia. That means in 18 days, 6 hours, 13 minutes, 20 seconds time delay, here Bangladeshi terrorist Jaima Jia would get a proper preparations to attack on German intelligence agent Gal Gadot as a counter-espionage attacks. But now, when Henry Cavill and Robert Downey Jr.'s terms is now, here Bangladeshi terrorist Jaima Jia cannot get any preparation to escape from German agent Henry Cavill and German agent Robert Downey Jr., where both of Henry Cavill and Robert Downey Jr. is a homosexual man to be husband of each other. And now, in this cases, here is the moment that is the problematic for Abdul Ballout, because when the homosexual two men to be intelligence agent with the velocity of 297,000 km per second and 216,000 km per second, here Abdul Ballout could see here it is definitely at a date when Bangladeshi terrorist Jaima Jia would be in Jahannam. That is the point. And here is the reason that why Abdul Ballout, the Lebanese Islamic terrorist, attack on whom? The attack on attack on whom? The attack on Robert Downey, attack on German LGBT communities. And now that is here dangerous points that can be notified. And in these cases, Abdul Ballout is a dangerous for German community because LGBT community, because German LGBT community can contain the patriotic German to protect the sovereignty of Germany. And that is the problematic both of Gabriele Monschau and Abdul Ballout. Okay. Now in these cases, here we can see the points. Now, here we can see the second reasons. Well, why Gabriele Monschau is angry the existence of German homosexual men, Henry Cavill in lieu of German state women, Gal Gadot. Now here is the coming points. So now, firstly we have mentioned that Surah An-Nisa ayat number 11. Now here we can see German in the German Muslim families, here one man can get double of one woman. That means when Gal Gadot's salary would be here 10,000 euros, Henry Cavill's salary would be 20,000 euros. If and only if both of them would be a straight man, a straight persons of their family. And now we know here in German families here, Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot both are a sibling of each other, where Henry Cavill is a homosexual brothers and Gal Gadot is a straight woman to be sister. And now here is the moment. What is the next point? And now in these cases, according with Shariya law, here we can see if brother Henry Cavill is a homosexual and sister Gal Gadot is a straight woman, now we can brother Henry Cavill cannot get any salary, he cannot deserve any jobs. When Gal Gadot contests the salary of 15,000 euros. Okay, that is the significant points to be notified. Okay, now it is there German Sharia law, which of Abdul Ballout, that is the favorite of whom? Gabriele Monschau. Okay. Now, in this cases, Gabriele Monschau's points. Now, here we can see it is the first point. Now, second point is that there is the moment. So, Henry Cable's the German homosexual brothers BMW car velocity is 297,000 kilometers per second. When in the that means when driving distance is 12,000 kilometers, but departure time is morning 6 o'clock, August 3rd, 2026. Arrival time would be morning 6 o'clock, 0.0404 1 second past August 3rd, 2026. On the other hand, when German state women's sister Gal Gadot contests the BMW car with the velocity of 54 km per hour, so what is the meaning of that? That means here when driving distance is 12,000 kilometers, departure time would be morning 6 o'clock, August 3rd, 2026. Arrival time would be afternoon 12 o'clock, 13 minutes, 20 seconds past, here August 21st, 2026. And now, that is the difference between homosexual brothers versus straight women sisters. And now, in these cases, now here we can see, notwithstanding being a homosexual man, here accordance with driving skill, it is clear that agent Henry Cable deserved as an 60,000 euros. On the other hand, here we can see agent Gal Gadot deserved court-martial and sentenced as a death penalty. Accordance with the secular law, accordance with German secular law. Now we can say the points. German Sharia law states that hence Henry Cable is an agent to be German homosexual man. Hence he deserved death penalty, and since here Gal Gadot is in German state women with the BMW car with the velocity to be 54 km per hour, she deserved 30,000 she deserved 15,000 euros, and that is the moment. Here is the reason that why German Sharia law is dangerous for the sovereignty of Germany, but still here is the moment here. But still here is the catch, where catch is Abdul Ballout has been hired by Gabriele Monschau with the cost of the several million times destructions of German gross domestic products on the petrols, and that is the dangerous points we could notify. Okay. Now in these cases, here is the moments. Let's find out what is the here we can see we have discussed travel time, we have discussed here velocity. Now let me discuss about the travel velocities at the moment. Now here we can see the points to be noticed. Here a square of the ratio where now here we can see velocity of Henry Cable's BMW car square divided by velocity of light square is almost 0.9801. On the other hand, here velocity of Robert Downey Jr.'s BMW car square divided by velocity of light square is 0.54, I mean 0.5184. Now in this cases, what is the statistic energy of BMW cars? We know here weight is here 2000 kilograms and velocity of light is 3 multiplied by 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Hence, statistic energy of BMW car is 2 multiplied by 10 cube multiplied by 9 multiplied by 10 to the power 16. That is 18 multiplied by 10 to the power 19 joules. And now here we can see this points. Let us check at the moments. What is the value of lambda subtract by 1 when BMW car is owned by German homosexual man Henry Cables? And now, in this cases, here is the points to be noticed. Well, 1 can be divided by words bracket of square root of bracket of 1 subtract by 0.9801. Okay, that is the value of lambda, where value of lambda is 7.08882. Now what is value of lambda subtract by 1 is 6.08882. Okay, now we can see this once. What is the value of lambda subtract by 1 when BMW car owned by Robert Downey Jr. Okay. Now, what is the value of lambda? That is 1 divided by bracket of square root of bracket of 0.5184. I have guys, value of lambda subtract by, I mean the value of lambda is 1 divided by bracket of square root of bracket of 1 subtract by 0.5184. We will here enter time bracket get close. Now that is almost 1.44096761. And now what is the value of lambda subtract by 1? That is the moments here. Well, 0.44096761. Now in these cases at the moments, here is the points. What is Henry Cable's kinetic energy? 18 multiplied by 10 to the power 19. That can be multiplied by words 6.08882. And now what is the points that would be here? Almost 1.096 multiplied by 10 to the power 21 joules. And now in this cases 1.096 multiplied by 10 to the power 21 joule, that can be divided by what? That means 0.04041. And now let's check it what's going on. That is almost 27.122 multiplied by 10 to the power 21 watts. That means, now what is 21? That is here 6 by 15. That means here 27.122 quadrillions megawatts. Now what is the kinetic energies of Robert Downey Jr.? Now in this cases here we could notify. Well, now let's check it. 18 multiplied by 10 to the power 19. That can be multiplied by words. That would be 0.44096761. That would be here 79.376 multiplied by 10 to the power 18 joules. And now In this clear that points, well, 79.376, well, multiple by 10 to the power 18 joules. That can be divided by words. That can be divided by 0. Well, 0.56 seconds, and that would be almost words. That would be here 1.417 multiple by 10 to the power 21 watts. That means 1.418 quadrillions megawatts. Okay. Now, what about the calculators? Here we can see the half of weight of BMW car is, well, 1000 kilograms, and now what is 54 kilometer per hours? In these cases, there is the notifiers here 55. Here we can see 54 kilometer per hours is 54,000 kilometer per hours. Well, that means 54,000 divided by 3600 meter per second. Now we can see that would be 540 divided by 36 meter per second. That means 15 meter per second. Okay. Now what is velocity square? That is here 225 meter square per second square. And now here is the question that what is the velocity of what is the kinetic power? I mean, what is the kinetic energy of delta BMW car? That is here 1000 multiplied by 225, that is 225,000 joules. And now here is the moments. What is the kinetic powers? And now that is here significant questions. Now in this cases, accordance with the calculations of the kinetic powers, well, here we can see 225,000 can be divided by words, divided by bracket of triple two multiplied by 3600 bracket close, sum by, well, bracket of 13 multiplied by 60 bracket close, sum by here well now 20 bracket get close. That would be here 800,000. Now what is here 225,000 divided by 800,000? That would be here 0.0281. I have looked at 0.28125 watts. That means 0.282 watts. Now here we can see that is the comparison the points. When the topic is here Bangladeshi terrorist, topic is to eliminate Bangladeshi terrorist Jamajia, then what's going on? In the cases, now here is the significant points to be noticed. But now here is significant points to be notified. That would be the significant dangerous points. As a comparison, well, here midpoint is Robert Downey Jr.'s BMW car's kinetic power is 1.418 quadrillions megawatts. Okay, and now here is the terms to be notified. Well, that would be clear-cut points. Henry Cable's kinetic power is 27.122 quadrillions megawatts, and here Gal Gadot's kinetic power is 0.282 watts. Now where is 0.282 watts and where is here 27.122 quadrillions megawatts? It is the significant difference. And now Let's discuss about the marriage psychology. Now, who is the person a man can wait? A man can marry. Who is the person a man can marry with? Okay. Now here you can see, as when the topic is about marriage, here a man choose a human. It does not matter what is his gender. A man choose a human as a spouse who can contents an BMW car with the kinetic powers of 27.122 quadrillions megawatt when here the velocity is 297,000 kilometer per second, and here and here travel distance is 12,000 kilometers. And now that is the significant points to be noticed. Okay, now the first man cannot deserve. The first man cannot want to marry with a person who is kinetic power is 0.282 watts when the driving distance is 12,000 kilometers. Okay, but now accordance with here German Islamic Sharia law for here German man Robert Downey Jr. When he contends in a BMW car with kinetic powers to be 1.418 quadrillion megawatts. Hence, accordance with German Sharia law, which by both of Abdul Ballout and Gabriele Monschau, here we Gabriele Robert Downey Jr., the German homosexual man, would be weird husband of German state woman Gal Gadot, where Gal Gadot's kinetic power is 0.282 watts. It is a crime for German homosexual man Robert Downey Jr. to contend homosexual husband like a German man Henry Cable's, where Henry Cable's BMW car is 27.122 quadrillions megawatts. And that is the points of Islamic Sharia law, and that is the dangerous. And Islamic Sharia law is a dangerous law, as in the research papers about law departments, as 43,000 research paper has been submitted to which university, that means Heidelberg University of Germany and the University of Munich. And now there is the significant point that is notified. Okay, and now in this case let's coming out the points that is the significant concerns for us, that Gabriele Monschau is dedicated to support Abdul Ballout to establish German Sharia law against the Berlin LGBT communities, where 29 injured homosexual men, here 2 out of 29 German homosexual men was the German homosexual man agent to attack on here Bangladeshi terrorist Jamajia with both of BMW car with the kinetic power to be 27.122 quadrillion megawatts and BMW car with the kinetic power to be 1.418 quadrillion megawatts. That is the significant possibilities. Now, what is the Sharia law? The favorites of Gabriele Monschau. In that cases, now we can see kinetic power to be 26.122 quadrillions megawatt as in masculine kinetic powers, and here 0.282 towards BMW car is feminine kinetic force. And now, in this cases at the moment, in the purpose to attack on Bangladeshi terrorist Jamajia, here we can see, here is the meeting, overall meeting decision was here, handicable would be appropriate persons, accordance with entire meeting of German intelligence agency. Here, handicable and homosexual German man isn't to be appropriate agent. But accordance with Gabriele Monschau, here Gal Gadot, the German state woman, is an appropriate agent where her BMW car's kinetic power is 0.282 watts. And now, in this case, the ones, because Gabriele Monschau follow what? Gabriele Monschau follow the German Shariya law as a wish of Abdul Ballout, and that is the dangerous point for the German sovereignty. This research has been published in 43,000 research papers of law submitted in Heidelberg University of Germany and University of Munich. But still here we can still Gabriele Monschau allows Lebanese Islamic terrorist Abdul Ballout to attack on whom? To attack on their German LGBT communities, where 2 out of German LGBT communities is where husband Henry Cavill and husband Robert Downey Jr. and as an homosexual couple, man couples. And now here is the moment, that is the significant terms. Now let's discuss about the fuels. Okay. Now we can see here the fuel is the significant points. Okay. I would contain some 2 minutes because I am facing some here. Although I contain no face, but I am facing some itches in my eyes. Okay. Now in this cases, well, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now in these cases, now let's check it. Now what's going on? German homosexual man Henry Cavill's BMW car project, where fuel is artificial solar arc reactor with a temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 quadrillion, 666 trillions, 666 billions, 666 million, 666,000, 666 degrees Celsius. Okay, German homosexual man's Robert Downey Jr.'s BMW car project fuel is artificial solar arc reactor with a temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 million, 666,000, 666 degrees Celsius, where German state women's Gal Gadot BMW car project is where fuel is petrols. And now in these cases the moments and now here we can see, now when the talking is about the eliminate Jamajia in Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh. Now here we can see the response. I would check at the moments what's going on. Now what here we can see, let's calculate fuel weights. 1.096 multiplied by 10 to the power 21, that can be divided by bracket of 15,408 joule per kilogram per Kelvin as a specific heat of artificial solar arc reactor with a temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 quadrillions, 666 trillions, triple six billions, triple six millions, triple six thousand, triple six degrees Celsius. Hence the well answer is here 1.07 multiplied by 10 to the power negative triple six quadrillion, triple six trillion, triple six billions, triple six million, triple six thousand six hundred 52 kilograms of artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of triple six multiplied by 10 to the power triple six quadrillions, triple six trillions, triple six billions, triple six million, triple six thousand, triple six degrees Celsius. And now, here is the points. What is your fuel words where kinetic energy is 79.376 multiplied by 10 to the power 18 joules. Okay, here the following kinetic energy can be divided by bracket of 15,408 joule per kilogram per kelvin as an specific heat of artificial solar arc reactor with a temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 million, 666,000, 666 degrees Celsius. Hence, here fuel is here 7.74 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 666 million, 666,654 kilograms of artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power positive 666 million, 666,000, 666 degrees Celsius. But now, here we can see the points. What is the Gal Gadot fuel volume? Well, where fuel is petrols. And now that is the significant points. We know that 2 joule per kilogram per Kelvin is the specific heat of petrols, and 50 degrees Celsius is the highest temperature difference. And here we can see these points. 0.778 kilogram per liter is density of petrols. Now what is the fuel volumes? That is almost 2893 liters of petrols to attack on Bangladeshi terrorist Jaimajia. And now, in this cases, here is the moments. Well. Now, accordance with both of Gabriele Monschau, the German women to be deputy directors of German Foreign Intelligence Agency, and here Abdul Ballout, the Lebanese Islamic terrorist. Here we can say that 2893 liters of petrol is here Stone Age fuel system, and on the other hand 1.07 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 666 quadrillions, 666 trillions, 666 billions, 666 millions, 666,652 kilograms of artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power positive 666 trillions, 666 billions, 666 million, 666 temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 quadrillion, 666 trillion, 666 billion, 666 million, 666,000. Well, 666 degrees Celsius is the sci-fi fuel system. And here, sci-fi fuel system is an enemy of Islamic terrorism, because sci-fi fuel system is only a science. And now, in this case, here Gabriele Monschau does not like here fuel system to be artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 quadrillions, 666 trillions, 666 billions, 666 millions, 666,000, 666 degrees Celsius. That is here dislikement of whom? Gabriele Monschau, and now it discusses why Gabriele Monschau does not like BMW car where velocity is 99% velocity of light and fuel is artificial solar arc reactor with a temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 quadrillion degrees Celsius, because that is a pure science to contest an espionage on Bangladeshi terrorist Jaya in Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh. Okay. Now here we can see this point in this cases that is the significant disaster for the Lebanese person who wants Sharia law in Germany. And now when German wants Sharia and Lebanese Islamic law wants a Sharia law in Germany, that is the dangerous points that can be concerned at the moment. Okay. Now here we can see German. Here we are discussing about German Sharia law as a concern to from Abdul Ballout as a perceptive to Bangladeshi terrorist Jaya. And now in the next live stream here I would mention here what is the probability is that here German Sharia law to be established in Germany by Abdul Ballout is actually the beneficial for North Korean communist terrorist Kim Jong-un. That is here significant points to be noticed. And here we can see nuclear missile is just a show off, and it is the moment nuclear missile is just a show off. But when nuclear missile would be just a show off, and the Kim Jong-un's real motive is want to destroy the sovereignty of the progressive Germany. I mean the progressive Christian Germany, and that is the significant moments. It is the concerns, and here we can see now. Today we have discussed here how well to attack Berlin LGBT community. The German women to be deputy directors of German intelligence agency. Gabriele Monschau is serving the purpose of both of Lebanese Islamic terrorist, Iranian Islamic terrorist, and Bangladeshi terrorist Jaya. Today we have discussed about how Gabriele Monschau and Abdul Ballout is serving the purpose of Bangladeshi terrorist Jaya by attacking on Berlin LGBT communities. And now in the next point is how well both of Abdul Ballout and Gabriele Monschau is serving the purpose of North Korean terrorist. I mean North Korean terrorist Kim Jong-un. Okay. Now see you then. Khuda Hafiz. Love you. And now here is an announcement. Here we can see I have mentioned North Korean terrorist Kim Jong-un, but it can be probability that here a real terrorist from North Korean communism is would be Kim Jong-un's wife or Kim Jong-un's sister, and that is the concerning of the about the sovereignty of Germany. Okay.